Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Resume, yet another Grudge match. It's not me and Briggsy, it is something bigger than that. We're going to get to that in a second. Of course, talking about Chalked Out Volume 2. Just before I do though, follow us at Battle Resume, get in touch with the show, battleresume@gmail.com. Patreon, you hear me show the Patreon all the time. If you want to support the show, go onto the Patreon as well. iTunes, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, this is kind of, I mean, Heretic, it's kind of a surprising grudge match. Like, I like the build-up for you and JShort.
It's not a grudge match. I mean,
it feels grudgy.
Yeah, it does feel grudgy, and I blame that on two things. I first of all blame it on the fact that generally before battles I'm like perfectly chill and I don't bother with the whole shit talking thing. But Jay likes to talk it up before he battles, and I just couldn't resist replying. But also because Gemini is a really bad influence, so Gemini has been watching over all of this and trying to bring out my my malicious side, and I guess it worked.
I mean, Jay, fuck Heretic, am I right?
Yeah, Heretic's a muppet, bro. I actually have nothing against Heretic at all. But...
Don't say that, it's theatre. But, yeah.
Yeah, fuck's sake, we got to at least act like it for the next half hour and then for another half hour in December. Come on, it's part of the game.
Right, scratch that bit out. Heretic's a muppet.
JShort, what's the worst Heretic battle?
He hadn't actually got any bad battles, but
that's true.
Shuffle T, but that's only because I don't think Shuffle T is beatable, so Shuffle T is probably his worst battle.
I mean, that is yeah.
I would want to go against Shuffle T, to be fair.
JShort Shuffle T, could we see that? Maybe? Future, or?
I ain't that stupid, bro. Shuffle T, yeah, he has this thing about not ever saying anything remotely insulting, but 3-0 everyone. Like,
yeah, it's crazy as well. I made the mistake as well of being actually relatively confident even before I went into that battle, because before then he just battled Yunan, and that was like one of his more lackluster performances, and I was thinking he was going to carry on like that, and then all of a sudden he turns around after that performance and gives like the best that he possibly could. I felt betrayed.
Yeah, no, it was brutal. See the same to Raptor though. Like Raptor's hands down for one of the best, and he got 3-0'd. Shuffle's just retired. Like, all he said to Heretic really was you're a vegan, and obviously Heretic knows he's a vegan, so
right.
But it's still 3-0 being called a vegan, which is ridiculous.
I mean, you know, just to return the favour, Heretic, is there what's the worst JShort battle?
They're all trash.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I haven't. Actually,
Jay,
you know what?
Jay, I would say J90 off the top of my head.
That wasn't great. I remember because when this battle got confirmed as well, I went through Verse Tracker and I saw some old ones. I can't remember what like the tryout battles were, but there was some interesting moments in the early battles there.
Oh yeah, they're all trash. Everything before is trash. Everything before is trash. There's no point from it. They're all shit. Everyone. I
don't know about that, man. I think you versus Cystic was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was a freestyle. That you can't. That's different. That's different.
Heretic, are we gonna get you were trying to be Lunacy round, or?
No, nah, because that's kind of been
sure.
I feel like that even a pretty played out angle by now. I'm trying like super obvious, super fantastic mum jokes that came out of JShort in those early moments. I think one of them was your mum's snatch flaps wear snapbacks, which was just transcendent, really.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, just being like overly referential for old battles is something that I way overdid like a year or two ago, and I'm just trying to do stuff that people in the room will get, like, even if it takes a bit of spoon feeding, but like not have to rely on people having like this ridiculous canonic knowledge of everything that's ever happened in Don't Flop.
Yeah, that's what Battle Resume's for. Definitely not for the battle. I mean, Jay, you've got the. I mean, you're gonna freestyle, aren't you, to a certain extent? And will that win you the battle?
Oh, I'm just gonna body him, bro.
Just full body.
It is. I don't want to lose against Heretic, man. It's not against Heretic. It's not happening.
So the one thing that JShort says before every battle is, I'm going to body him. I'm going to body him. It's going to be another body on my list of bodies, my endless, extensive list of bodies. And I cannot think of a JShort battle where I think JShort bodied anyone. I'm wondering if you feel the same, Tom.
Frankie, Koji, Yunnan, the list goes on, bro.
You mean you bodied Frankie Fraser, like bodied?
On performance, not on writing. On performance, I did. Even his brother said that for you.
Okay. So you edged him on performance. That doesn't count as bodying someone.
I didn't edge him, bro. E Farrell, not
How many? Tom, I'm interested to get your opinion on this, Tom. Right. How many people do you think JShort has bodied, like actually bodied?
Yeah, I mean, I'll bring us back to the J90 battle, but I don't know, Seuss I think was a pretty good performance, but yeah, I know what you're saying. He's not necessarily got a Bizzo style body.
Because he battled Bizzo, bro. Because look at the people I just named, or any of them Bizzo.
No.
Bro, you lost to Mr. Tongue Twister.
Shit, people.
You lost to Tongue Twister.
I didn't.
You definitely lost to Mr. Tongue Twister. You spent 3 rounds telling him that you're too good to battle him, and you lost.
Great. I didn't lose. One, didn't lose. 2, I beat him after coming out of hospital for a stroke, Harry. I had a stroke, come out of hospital, and still beat him. You probably wouldn't have a battle if you found out some mayonnaise on your vegan-free wrap, you muppet.
Well, I mean, I guess we got to talk about. Hang on, Jay. You battled Sean O'Mac. I haven't watched that one. I'm just looking at your verse tracker.
Okay, he did body Sean O'Mac. That's the one. That's the one I will concede to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can't count that as a battle.
It's like Bizzo. You just can't.
Yeah. No,
that was like I was there as well. Me and Crafty and Pedro and JShort and Sean O'Mac got booked to battle these like 1-minute round battles at a festival in Bristol, and they were just mental. Like, they were in this boxing ring at this festival. I battled Press One. Press One like completely killed me just with one-liners, and JShort basically did the same thing to Sean O'Mac, and it was really funny.
Yeah, you can't really count it as a battle. I basically just told him, I'm impressed.
Well, no, you should count it as a battle because it's the only body that you've got, mate. I was trying to pay you a compliment.
Oh, if you watch E-File, you might remember him as the guy you like bodied your laugh with a couple weeks ago. Bodied him.
Tom, did JShort body E Farrell?
No, I thought Jay won. I didn't think E Farrell was necessarily at his best in that battle.
But
he didn't body him.
No, you were good, Jay. No, you beat him, definitely. Pseudonym as well. I remember seeing you battle Yunnan. And do you remember they edited out loads of Yunnan's choking in that battle?
They did.
He choked for like 5 straight minutes, didn't he? And then extended 2 bars and then choked again. And yeah, that was a fun one. And then he just freestyled about Jay's ears.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that one. I don't remember my ears getting brought up. I remember him bringing up my ex fighting.
Yes.
Nah, he said your gauges go well with your good hair. You should have 12 gauges put there.
Never had anyone tell me my hair was good before. Go on, you know.
Yes. I mean, it's basically a confidence battle.
Did you see that, slightly off topic, you see that Yunnan's on Britain's Got Talent?
I did see that. I've no idea. What could he have done?
Is he actually on Britain's
Got
Talent?
He posted a photo the other day of him standing in front of the audition thing.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know what he could have done. Like, he said in the caption that, like, battle rap, like, BGT isn't ready for battle rap. Like, is he battling someone in a Britain's Got Talent audition? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's... I mean, he needs to make some sort of leap. Yunnan's not the obvious person necessary to do it. I don't know what he did, but I would kill anyone who has the footage. I have to see it.
Well, I know that Shuffle T and Marlo considered going on Britain's Got Talent for a while. I think they were trying to do some, like, rhyming comedy show type thing, but I think they changed their minds about that.
Okay. Yeah, I remember they were meant to do a TV show 2 years ago. I don't mean to bring up Dirty Laundry for them, but those guys are so talented, I'm sure. Not to remind you guys that. But yeah, Yunnan, if you listen to this, let's get you back on the show, man. Let's talk about being with Ant and Deck and, you know, I don't know, whatever, you know. I imagine Simon would just be like, you are a monstrosity and, you know, not want him to be on. But, Jay, let's get back... let's go back to Heretic, Jay. I mean, what are you looking forward to digging into? Like, what are you going to attack? Not to give too much of the game away, but
yeah, basically the thing is, if I took Battle Rap remotely serious, I'd have got a lot further. And Heretic seems to think that me turning up to 90% of my battles still drunk thinks he has an edge on it. So I just thought, you know what, I'm not even going to do, like, Heretic's right. In all fairness, he is right. I do a lot of battles where I just tell people I'm better than them. So this one, I'm not even going to mention the fact that I am light years ahead of him. I'm just going to carry on, just showing it him. So I can't really say about giving details, but I'm actually trying with Heretic, like I genuinely am, because he is good. I'm not going to say he's not good just come battling, like he is really good. But yeah, I just don't want it. I don't want it to look at any point where it was close. That's what I'm aiming for. Obviously, it might not work out that way, but that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for it to just not look like Heretic should have been there. I want it to be another. It's not going to be another Shuffle T, but I want it to be like close Shuffle T's performance with him.
So what you're aiming for, like a sort of villain level performance from yourself, or?
Yeah, I want like the Frankie and the Matter performances, because I think they're my favourite performances I've done. That's what I'm aiming for. Just to like, yeah, I just want it to look like it's two difficult, uncomparable battlers. That's what I want it to look like. I
mean, ultimately, do you see yourself as just way better than Heretic battling wise, or?
I think battling is subjective. I don't like anyone saying anyone's better than anyone. Like, it is.
You're going to body Heretic apparently, so you must be better than him.
Yeah, because there's nothing Heretic can do that I can't, but there's shitloads I can do that he can't.
Like what?
Yeah, like what?
Well, you haven't got a punchline. You're a really good Shuffle T rapper. You don't think I can write
punchlines. You don't think I can say, I'm feeling like so and so in this film because
I look down on porous structures like Christ the Redeemer is better than anything you've ever said in your life.
No, it's not.
It really is. Name a Heretic ball. Heretic, name a Heretic ball.
Well, you want me to name a Heretic ball?
Bars, but you can't even quote your own bars.
Bro, I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I don't need to prove anything.
You haven't got a ball. You have.
Bro, I don't need to. I had like a whole round of punchlines against D. Farrow. I don't need to prove to you that I can punchline because everyone listening to everyone who's watched one of my battles knows that I can.
I did not hear a single punchline at E. Farrow, bro. Off either of you.
You did not hear a single punchline?
No.
Did you watch the battle?
Regrettably, yeah.
Regrettably.
Well, and there were just no punchlines in it whatsoever. What did you think I was doing?
Trying. Didn't really do anything. You're funny. That's the thing. Bro, be you. You're funny, bro. Be you.
Yeah, I know.
That guy that Dan brings up when Shuffle T's busy.
Wow.
Could you just shuffle for half the price?
Oh shit.
And what are you for half the price? What do you do that isn't directly derivative of Soul and Shocks and Frankie and all those guys who were doing punchlines before you were? So back when you were doing mum jokes, yeah, those guys who were doing punchlines.
Because every single one of them put together can't freestyle anywhere near as good as I can. That's what I do, Heretic. You see, you haven't got anything. You haven't got anything. Yeah, bro, if you left battle rap, there's nothing missing. There's nothing. Because we've got loads of people who are really good at Shuffle T. They're really
and if you leave battle rap, people are going to be like, damn, I really miss JShort. I really wish JShort was back. Oh god, how can battle rap survive without JShort?
It's not about miss, bro. It's not about miss. You don't feel any niche. You feel no niche. You just feel shit. Shuffle T's busy. Who can we get?
Bro.
That's
so you're saying
battle rap. You've lost hands down the best freestyler in England, bro. That's what you've lost.
So you're the best freestyler in England.
Name someone who's better.
Tenchu.
Tenchu. Do you watch Tenchu and Copyright, bro? Tenchu used to be good.
Tenchu's still a sick freestyler, though.
He's 2007. Jump off fan. He's sick.
Tony D's a great freestyler. Pedro.
Respect BA.
I'll give you.
BA.
Yeah, Tony. I'm not giving you Pedro.
Oh, okay. So we've named 2 freestylers in the UK better than you, which is 2 more than you that there were 5 seconds ago.
What point I said they were better, Heretic? I said they were good, and he said they were better.
Okay, but so you think you're a better freestyler than both of those guys?
I would happily battle them. I happily freestyle battle them.
That's not what I asked.
Yeah, I do think in a freestyle battle I beat you.
So you beat literally anyone in Britain in a freestyle battle?
Yeah, it's called confidence. If you're good at what you did, you'd have it as well, Heretic.
No, I'm confident. I'm just not delusional.
You think you're beating me? You are delusional, bro.
And well, okay. Okay,
you don't have a bar. You can't quote your own bars, bro.
Bro, I did like a whole second. Do you want me to quote you my entire second round versus C. Farrell?
If you have to quote an entire second to think of one bar, then no, bro, you ain't got a bar. If you
bro,
like
with music, the inventor's black, but like with reggae music, the inventor's black, but White's got the credit because they want to hear Eric Clapton, I shot the sheriff. You're a Bob Marley fan, you get that? That's a double meaning. That's a wordplay. That's a punchline.
Eric Clapton, really? Eric? Oh, yeah, stick man, killed it.
No, Eric Clapton, Eric Clapton, I shot the sheriff. It's
Eric
exactly
Clapton
how you say
Eric Clapton. So you have to change the way a word is pronounced to make that work.
No, you don't. No, you don't. His name's Eric Clapton, and if I say they want to hear Eric Clapton, I shot the sheriff, it's the same pronunciation. It's hang on a sec. When it comes to mispronouncing words, how many accents have you been through to make syllables fit in the shit that you say?
But they're not the ones I quote, though, is it?
Okay, so you're.
I didn't put as a standout bar. You put a standout bar. Or you
didn't ask me to quote a standout bar. You asked me to quote a punchline. You said I didn't have any punchlines in that battle.
On the spot, that is the best one you can think of. I have freestyled better bars than that.
Has he, Tom?
Yeah, the whole May Connor choke, that was pretty hard.
Actually, yeah, that was pretty good.
The Marvel flick against Frankie, that was a start.
I loved when you called
freestyle better bars than you write, Heretic. You're not gonna win, bro.
So you can just freestyle the whole thing, right?
I'm not that cocky. I'll freestyle about 50% of it.
Wait, if you can freestyle better than I can write, why would you bother writing?
Because I don't want this to be comparable. I don't want it to be a single bar in the entire thing where people thought you had a chance.
Wow.
Wait, but if you can freestyle so much better than I can write, then there wouldn't be any comparison if you just freestyle the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't want this to be like a brute. I want it to be like a gang rape, mate. I don't want it to be at any point.
Wow.
You want this to be like a gang rape?
Yeah, I want you to cry in a corner.
For a freestyler, you really don't think about things before you say them, do you?
I do. You just have this like snowflake sensitivity I like triggering.
You just told me you want your battle, but you want JShort versus Heretic to be like a gang rape.
Yep. I stand by them words. You can quote that. That could be a soundbite.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, it's up there, JShort. I don't know if you remember against Carlos. You said his dad looked like Jackie Chan if he went Taliban.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't remember saying that, but yeah. But in all fairness, I smashed that, mate. I don't remember any of them bars.
No, of course.
Remember your highest feud battle as well, that one.
You what, sorry?
Your highest feud battle as well, that one, versus Carlos.
I'm flattered, you know that.
I mean, Heretic...
Yeah, no, it's great. It's just a shame you haven't, done anything bigger than that since, and that was... How many years ago?
It's like 6, I think. 5.
You seem to be the ordained force on JShort battles. You tell me, Harry.
Well, no, I don't know. I was just on Verse Tracker, and it came up as your most viewed. But I mean, that was way before I even started battling.
Jesus Christ, bro! You are dedicated to this battle.
What, going on the Verse Tracker?
Oh, Verse Tracker's sick, man. Come on, but
I'm not saying it's not. But do you think I've sat back on Verse Tracker, fucking Harry Robinson? Do you think I'm sitting here on Verse Tracker?
Well, I mean, he's got more average views than you if you looked at Verse Tracker. So that's interesting.
Yeah, of course I do.
Justin Bieber more views than Eminem. That's deductible talent, is it?
No, I get it.
JShort managed to make a Sharon battle get less than 30,000 views.
See, that
Imagine Sharon being in a battle doing less than 30k. You could only manage that by putting him against boring as JShort.
On Don't Flop as well, not on a minor channel.
Yeah, on Don't Flop. Sharon battle on Don't Flop, less than 30k views.
See, I'd be offended by this, but your entire sales point is someone else's style, so you're easy digestible because you just literally found something that works and just ran with it.
And you're not derivative, like you haven't really, like, nothing that you do, like what you do is just like fresh and original, right? Like it's not like other people do punch. You can't
pinpoint one thing. You can't go, he's a carbon copy of. I can shuffle tea. Everyone can do that. Literally every single person will say, Heretic, I can't afford shuffle tea this week. Let's get Heretic in because you'll do it for a vegan-free fucking quinoa soup or something. So that's the thing, bro. Like you hard guaranteed carbon copy derivative.
Quinoa soup, a vegan-free
in the bottom of the barrel.
Quinoa soup.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it's amazing how quickly you said I was brilliant, and then I'm just nothing but a carbon copy Shuffle T. But I mean, if it's easy, if it's that easy, then you can then
Yeah,
then we'll see how you get on.
Bro, I'm a Shuffle T fan, so it's not insult. I'm a Kevin Hart fan, despite him being a rip-off of Cat Williams, bro. Doesn't mean I won't go see him. I'm not saying you're shit. I'm just saying you're a cheap Shuffle T. And are you not? Not 1 point is if you denied it. Not
well, I mean, I mean, what's the similarity really? We've got a similar sense of humor. We got the same accent. Like
facial expressions, how you deliver things, the way you build it up, how you stand, even the fact you're both vegan at one point. Everything.
I was vegan before Shuffle T was.
Oh, so Shuffle T catted you on being vegan?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a symbiotic relationship. We feed off each other, mate.
You do? You must do.
But, like, I don't care. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, just for the fact that, like, I don't even do the concept round stuff that Shuffle T does. Like, he does, like, a whole round on the phone. I don't do that stuff.
They didn't say you're a cheap version of him. You can't do that.
Okay, and you're a cheap version of Soul because you can say there's something like something, but you still can't wheedle your way into title contention no matter how many times you try and claim top tier.
Literally never claimed top tier, and I was in title contention all last year. If you watch any of the people getting
you were not in title contention.
If you look at any of the names brought up, the same four got brought up, my name was consistently in it.
Do you think you could have beaten Soul for the title?
I said that. You just said I wasn't in contention.
No, I'm not saying you said it. I'm asking you if you think you could.
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you think you could beat Shocks for the title?
I'd have a better do against Shocks than Soul, but probably not.
Okay, so if you couldn't beat Soul and you couldn't beat Shocks, then you don't think you deserve to be in title contention?
I never said I deserved it. I said I was in it.
No, but okay, yeah, no.
But aren't they the same thing, like?
Do you think you deserve to be in title contention?
Yeah.
Wait, so you don't think you can beat any of the last two champions, but you think you deserve a shot at the... I mean, the title doesn't even exist anymore, really,
yeah.
But... So you don't think you could beat either of the champions, but you think you deserve a title shot?
Anyone's beatable. I'll battle anyone, bro. Anyone's beatable.
Yeah, but you just said you couldn't beat Shocks or Soul.
But then I'd obviously have to step up forward, that, wouldn't I? I did think I could beat Villain, and then Villain said, alright, yeah, do one. And everyone on the forum
yeah,
said,
well, you didn't beat Villain. You lost a judge's decision against Villain.
Wow.
Right, so 5 people in the room said Jay lost, but 98% of the comments and the fan base said Jay won. So I'm going to go with the 98% of the...
98, is that's an official figure, is it?
Read the comments, bro. See how many say...
88%. I've seen the comments. Then they're not universally in your favour, dude.
Not universally, just majority.
I mean, granted, Villain didn't even do that well in that battle. I mean, I still think he beat you. I think the judge's decision was right. But he turned to camera at the end of the battle and said, no one won that battle. And, like, I went up to him and I said, oh, well done on your performance, man. And he was like, no, the whole thing was shit. But, like, he didn't even think that, like, the back and forth was any good.
Well, more people did.
I don't know why you keep bringing that up as like a hallmark standout performance of being a top tier, name. When he stumbled through his shit, he wasn't proud of it, and he still beat you, and he didn't even think you were good.
Well, he didn't. But bro, I can name more than one. You've had one top tier and got humiliated by him.
No. I mean, I got beaten by. Yeah, I got beaten by the one top tier guy that I've been given, but everyone else they've been put in front of me, and right, I feel like I've won everything else.
But look at the people you have beat. That's the difference, bro. You get bodied by one good guy, and you can marginally beat everyone else. There's only Bizzle, and there'll be someone else. There must be, but there's only like 2, 3 that you've actually crashed.
Bro, I beat Crafty after he tore you apart. When
I turned up and spat bare Yunnan bars for him. That was it. I turned up drunk and
okay. So whenever you have a bad performance, or not even whenever you have a bad performance, because that was a good performance, but whenever you get beaten, it's because you didn't try or because something else happened, some external factor. Like, you can't just accept that he was better than you.
He did win, but he beat Yunnan bars. I didn't write a single bar for him.
And so why didn't you give him crafty bars?
I don't think you beat.
Is it because you're too good to battle?
I just think you outperformed him. No, because I had about 6 battles in the space of 3 weeks. So believe it or not, Crafty was not the top priority.
Anything to do?
Well, him and Yunnan were 2 weeks difference. So who do you think I'm going to rap for? You,
I don't know what you think that.
Well, who am I going to rap for? You, Nano Crafty?
Yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't book 2 battles in the space of 2 weeks.
Because no one wants to see 2 your battles in 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Because bro, you don't get asked to book you can do 2 battles in 2 weeks.
No, I definitely do. I definitely have done.
Bro, in the space of 4 weeks, I had Matter Twice, Shonda Rhimes, Madness, and A. In the space of 3 weeks. In the space of 3 weeks, I had 5 battles.
Yeah, that's because they know that they can just ask you to do something and you'll do it.
No, that's because I turned you down for 3 years, bro. What do you want about? Ask her how many times. Ask her how many times you offered me Heretic, and I went, "Lol, are you having a laugh?"
Just like you said, "Lol, are you having a laugh?" with Tongue Twister, and then spent the whole first round saying, "Lol, are you having a laugh?"
Yeah, pretty much. He messaged me.
Is that the plan this time? To be like, "Oh, I turned you down for 3 years because I'm too good for you."
No, I'm not going to use it as an angle. I've accepted it. I'm not going to use that as an angle. I'm just going to show you why I turned you down for 3 years.
Okay.
Your one-dimensional shit is not going to win you around, bro.
One-dimensional.
You're going to stand there and go, "Oh, he's got tattoos, he's not comfortable in his skin, oh, he battles Soul Jitsu and cocaine, oh, look at him, he thinks he's Raptor." That's all you're going to do. Your rounds are predictable, bro.
That's part of what I'm going to do. But, I mean, it doesn't, like, I'm going to make everyone laugh at you. And if I can make everyone laugh at you, then that's all I need to do, really.
That's the same thing you do every battle.
Yeah, I get the crowd laughing at the person that I'm rapping against. It's, it's entertainment, innit?
Clues in the name, boys.
Yeah, don't flop. Well, it's not even don't flop anymore.
It's not. No, it's chalked out Premier Live entertainment, boys. I know it's event, but let's wrap up by quickly going through the card. I think we've sown enough bad blood there. We'll start off with Danielson versus Smirks. I don't know who these guys are. Do either of you guys?
No.
Is Smirks the same as Dirty Smirks?
Maybe.
I know that Shocks has a mate called Dirty Smirks who he raps with, who's really fucking good. I don't know if it's the same guy.
Yeah, could be.
But I don't know who Danielson is.
No. Not heard of those guys. Deviant, though, was at next in line 2, Heretic, and he wasn't bad against Terminal here.
Yeah, he was alright. I thought Terminal was definitely the standout in that battle, though. What was his opener where he was like, a Deviant is 1 step away from a nonce.
Right.
That was like one of my favourite one-liners ever. It was so good.
Yeah. No, it was strong. Versing Kiwi, not heard of this guy either.
Nope.
No.
I'm going to Deviant just because I've heard of Deviant.
Yeah, we'll give it. And then you mentioned Terminal before, versus Frost. This could be an interesting one to sort of, open up the bigger battles.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those guys who have like shown good like potential and stuff in the first couple of battles. Yeah, it should be good. I reckon Terminal's got it probably. I just feel like he has like consistent quotables and yeah, I just really liked his tryout, man. I thought it was really, really fucking good.
Yeah, no, and he's got some great stuff elsewhere as well against Sunny, against Hulk as well, and yeah, Frost. I like what I'm hearing of Frost as well. I thought he was good at next in line. Jay, Canel versus Mr. Tongue Twister. This is quite a good matchup, right?
I'll give it Canel. I love Canel, man. Canel's hilarious.
And are you just kind of angry at Tongue Twister for the match, or?
Oh, he has the only time where calling me Ginger doesn't sound antiquated. Like he did something fresh with it. Like, he's the only person to do a Ginger joke I actually rated.
Right. What was it?
It was the shit. Was it the I feel like a dwarf amongst midgets or a strawberry blonde amongst gingers.
Right.
But yeah,
they just did a whole round of Ginger jokes, just like back to back, and they were all actually like Ginger jokes that you hadn't necessarily heard before. So it was fun.
That was it. Yeah, that's it. Like, we did like 90% Ginger jokes in his third round, and the majority of them were funny.
Yeah.
So I just think Canel's just weird.
Yeah, I really like Canel.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of personality, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, completely. This is a really good matchup, actually. I really like this one. Great to see these guys coming together on this card. Heretic, we see Ambi coming back against Old English. Interesting, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Ambi had a couple really good performances when he was around, but it felt like he sort of was only in for a couple battles and then dipped out. So I don't really know what you can expect from him at this point. I mean, I'm guessing he would have got better. But I feel like Old English is one of those guys who is like one of the most consistently underrated and underappreciated. Like, especially in terms of writing. I mean, maybe because his whole stage like performance style is like pretty laid back and chilled and quiet, but like just the way that he attacks people is brutal. So I'd probably put my confidence in Old English. Like, the guy had a classic debatable with Soul and hasn't really dipped in quality since. So
yeah, Old English is ridiculous. I'll go with Old English.
Yeah, I think if Old English is on form, I think his more recent performances have left a little bit to be desired since the Soul one. But still, yeah, this is and it's very cool to see Ambi coming in. Now we have two battlers. Well, both of you have battled Crafty, and obviously one of you has battled Villain. Heretic, Crafty versus Villain. This has a potential to be something special, right?
Yeah, definitely. If they're on really, really good form, it'll be incredible. I think I don't know, Villain's one of those guys who, like, on top form is like one of the best there is, but so often it seems recently is like either a bit underprepared or just like nerves hit him or whatever, and he ends up kind of stumbling through. And I think if he ends up stumbling through, then Crafty could take it off him, because Crafty's always really polished. But like, I think an on-form Villain would beat an on-form Crafty.
Yeah, I agree. I think Crafty will probably win it because Villain just strikes me as a dude who does not care about rap at all. Whereas Crafty takes, if you watch Crafty and Raptor, he takes it so serious, and Raptor did not have a second round when we left my house.
Oh, mate, that battle, I feel like that battle belongs in the Hall of Fame for like weird incidents in battle rap.
Raptor won it as well, just off the fact.
It's one of those weird things where, like, for me, like, battle rap is so much more about entertainment than anything else. So I feel like if you can just convince the crowd that your opponent is a bell end, it like, that's kind of the battle won. And just the way that Raptor went about it, it was almost the fact that he wasn't trying that almost could like arguably swing it in his favor, because Crafty was obviously trying so hard to be intricate. But that's just why the whole thing is so weird and so funny to me. Crafty his writing was amazing there.
Yeah, he was really good. That's why I generally thought Raptor was gonna like get body when we set off, because he's second round on a piece of paper in front of me now, and it has literally 6 lines in it. That's his second round.
Right. That should go in the Hall of Fame. That piece of paper, man. That is.
But one of the lines is literally "Jay, pass me a Foster's."
Wow.
So I don't know if that was an instruction for the day or if that was one of his bars he meant to say but didn't.
And yeah, I'll never. Craft always impresses me. To go from like beating Calico easy, so Cal easy, into Khaleesi, it was just kind of like, it's maybe a Game of Thrones bar too far, but I definitely admire Crafty always as a writer. And obviously you've got you two guys battling. We've kind of discussed that slightly ad nauseum. So next up is Bobby Rex versus Templar Surfer Kid, Heretic.
Yeah, this was an interesting one. I think Bobby is pretty unstoppable at the moment, really. I think there was like it's the same sort of point that I was making a minute ago. It's just that it doesn't always matter if you like are matching the punch count or whatever of your opponent. If you are like just really, really, really creatively with all of the confidence and charisma in the world, calling them a bell end, then you've got it. And that is like exactly what Bobby does. It's just like his style personified. So I just find him like he's just one of my favorites to watch. So yeah, Temple is really, really good and his punches are sick, but I think Bobby is definitely more my kind of battler. So I've got Bobby winning that.
Yeah, I have to agree. Bobby's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Bobby in conversation is ridiculous.
Yeah. Bobby's the guy. I don't mean to be like a philistine. I'm not really convinced by Templar Surfer Kid. I don't think he punches enough. I think he's very fancy, very enjoyable cultural references and very quirky. But in terms of punches, I think Bobby's gonna knock this guy out.
I think Templar's selling point is how esoteric he is. He's everything just left field. Nothing's really like even his Spider-Man bars, which is like really played out gimmick, that's just completely left field how he referenced it.
Yeah, I think that's what makes him interesting to watch, because I guess like there's the certain formula that you can have with, especially the more like gun bar heavy style, where it can feel like too formulaic sometimes, but his approach to it is just more interesting, which I think is why it'll make a good battle, because he is like just a little bit more out there with his references and stuff.
And talking about out there, Marlowe versus Shocks.
Yeah, so it's a weird one. Shocks is a ridiculous punchline rapper, but Marlowe has that shuffle T quality where he doesn't say anything and still wins.
Heretic, who wins?
I said this on Twitter. I don't think that you can or should call a winner in this, to be honest. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the best outcome of this is for each one of them to do like their own, like show off their own style as best they can, and then you kind of just have like the whole spectrum of battle rap entertainment in one battle, and it's just like an exhibition of the ridiculousness of the scene that we're in. So like, I know that probably sounds like way too grandiose a description of it, but yeah, I don't care. Like, I just want to see it. I don't think there's any point in trying to call a winner.
Yeah, Marlowe I think he's unbeatable on point, but you can't really outbar Shocks. So yeah, I agree with Heretic. It's one of the things it's going to be subjective anyway, but you're not going to be able to call a winner, I don't think, not clearly anyway.
Yeah, completely agree. And we get to the top of the card, which is it's not the most obvious of headline matches, but for like a fiddler's card, it's genius. You know, really smartly put together. I mean, Jay, Chris Lees versus Shuffle. What you think? You think Shuffle's going to beat Chris?
3-0.
3-0.
Shuffle's one of my favourites. Shuffle is ridiculous. Like everyone, I said it before, and I got loads of shit on what I commented for him, but I didn't mean it as an insult. Like, he has the quality of not saying anything remotely insulting. He told Raptor he was hard and took drugs, and none of that's insulting. He told Heretic that he was good and that he was a vegan, which neither like Heretic would have probably beat a lot of people with that performance, but got 3-0'd by. I don't think Shuffle's beatable, and he doesn't actually say anything remotely insulting to his opponent, which is impossible to counteract. You can't counteract someone who's come in there just to make you look a dickhead.
Is that the same for you, Heretic? Is it a 3-0?
I don't know, actually. I mean, as soon as I saw the matchup, my instinct was like, oh, Shuffle's gonna wash him. But when I think about it, Chris Lees does always seem to rise to a challenge when he's given one. Like, I remember, like, when he got matched up with Soul, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought there was no way that he would stand a chance against Soul, and he did really, really, really fucking well. So I reckon that he might pull something out of the bag and make it at least close. Maybe a 2-1, maybe debatable. I still think Shuffle will take it because, like Jay said, Shuffle is just kind of a different breed. But yeah, I think it will be closer and like more interesting than some people think, with just claiming that Shuffle's gonna 3-zip, no question.
Yeah, no, entirely, man. And I mean, that brings us to the top of the card. Obviously, everyone listening, go support Chalk Dad. It's actually sold out. I think it's sold out today, Volume 2. So congrats to, obviously you guys battling on a sold out card is fucking awesome, and just everyone involved.
Yeah, it means the promotional purposes of this this podcast are worth absolutely fuck all.
But yeah, obviously go follow the leagues nonetheless, and obviously watch this battle if you listen to this, far in the future. The battle may be already out on YouTube, so go check it out, see what actually went down there. But Heretic, Jay, it's been great to have you guys on, man.
Cool, nice one, bro. Thank you.
All right, and yeah, follow us on Twitter, Patreon, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But I think the battle happens in about a month or so make sure you get out that pay-per-view as well. But yeah, finally, both you guys, I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Nice, thank you both. All right, see you later.